Nipsey was the man before he passed out here? How can out-of-towners talk about what was happening here when they were not here? The internet is very weird. The following incidents are based upon true events and are retold through the best of my recollection. Thank you to everybody listening. Your first time or you've been here before. I'd like to thank you. Feel free to subscribe, comment, like, share. Monday Morning Medicine will include interesting first-hand stories from my perspective. These will be experiences I've actually lived through with people you may or may not have heard of. You have not heard these stories because these are my personal experiences. This channel will only engage in uplifting and empowering others, as putting people down is not my MO. There may be people who are doubtful that these stories are true, and that's fine. But I've really got no reason to take a creative license here, as life simply happens. There will be irrefutable facts stated in the story that could not have come from an imaginary source. Way too many cowards and weirdos hide behind comments on the internet, and that's always been bizarre to me. Years ago, when everything was AIM and AOL chat rooms, every woman was the baddest and every guy was the toughest. This was before people were really putting their own pictures to identify themselves. Once people started posting their pictures up and social media took off, I thought people would stop behaving this way. I was wrong. The blatant and brazen ridiculous claims are made all day, every day online. People even make money off these claims, and this is where this issue I have takes place. For anyone who has listened to any of my other Nipsey videos, this man was already who he was before he died out here. His death just pushed out what he was already doing and letting others know. Los Angeles knew, Los Angeles County knew. That wasn't news to many out here. Nipsey was someone who was a transcendent and iconic figure in his time, who gave and taught and embodied what it meant to grind it out against all odds. Nipsey was far from the most known and most recognized outside these limits, and I think it pushed others to speculation and beyond belief. The gravitas within his name and the movement was not fully comprehended to those who found his career mysteriously after he passed. Not all legends through time are recognized as the legends they are while living. This phenomenon isn't just placed on Nipsey. Nobody questions if Vincent van Gogh or Edgar Allan Poe are legends. They are just treated as such. So I have to err on the side of caution that this seems fabricated to some, and Nipsey was some dubious character that was pushed into legendary status by those running nefarious narratives, but that's not the case. Some of these disgusting rumors have fell to the wayside, as they should, but that does not remove the nature of the reason for the comment and the off-human psychology behind it. I observed in real time the makings of someone who became a legend after their death, while people were being informed upon the massive, momentous steps he was bravely asserting himself into. I honestly don't know if some of those videos are still up. I refuse to search for them, but I'll quiet this for the revisionists. Number 1, nobody knew who Nipsey was. I've mentioned numerous times that Nipsey was already well known and loved here. All you have to do is watch his interviews and read the comments. Not just his interviews. Interviews of people that would be considered rival gang members, and see what they have to say. Number 2, the crowd at Staples Center was CGI. This one's ridiculous. This is a ridiculous comment I found that people seem to think had credence. I was there, and there were thousands outside who could not get in, and lots of complaints online about unavailability. Number 3, Nipsey was a character. This one harkens back to watching rival gang member interviews, and there's way too much footage of Nipsey through the 2000s. I actually worked at the Ralphs on Crenshaw Slauson, and Nipsey was well known before his career had some legs. Number 4, Nipsey was an undercover agent. This is one of those things that takes me out, because if he was an agent, he would not have been a widely known figure through LA and a rapper. This is completely off balance and something that was thrown onto his name in a ridiculous fashion. Number 5, Nipsey was born a girl. Not sure if others have seen this, but believe it or not, people were saying there's no way he could have had babies because he was born a girl. I've met way too many people who went to school with him, and plus there's pictures online. Nonsense. Number 6, Nipsey faked his death. This one was very disrespectful in the sense Nipsey has family, friends, and business partners. This also was tied into he was a character and an agent. There's no merit. Police don't harass undercover agents like they harassed him and his shop. Everybody in LA knows this. People who are in gangs would never cross this line, and asking a man to be separated from his children willingly is blatant disrespect. Anyone who posted this nonsense or bought into it should reevaluate their critical thinking skills. Now, some of you may have seen some of these or heard other things since his passing. Look, Nipsey wanted to inspire and have people conquer their own inner demons and help themselves, their family, and their communities. How any of you fix your mouth to tarnish that just shows how you are in disbelief in the good someone can push for and what goals can be conquered. Lessons from this story that I reflect on: there are honestly some people who will say and do anything for money, and that includes speaking ill of the dead due to their cognitive dissonance or willingness to bask inside their own realm for their ignorance. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. There are links in the description if you would like to support the channel via Cashapp merch or some selections on electronics. Everything is valued and appreciated. Nothing is taken for granted. Thank you to each and every person who listened to this video. Please be on the lookout for more videos regarding my thoughts and opinions on other perspectives that happen through life and some interesting stories on Nipsey and others. Peace be with you. Enjoy your day or night.